I want you to give God an applaud. And I want you to tap yourself. Tap yourself on the shoulder. You deserve it. But give God the applause. And give God the glory. For he deserves it. Especially when he got you out of temptation. When you called on to him. And he got you out of temptation. And we talking about when temptation was right there at the door. It was knocking. Because we know the devil's always tempting you. You heard that right on cue. The devil is always tempting y'all. But give God an applause. Give God the glory that you escaped temptation. You did the hardest thing that some people can't do. And nobody's perfect. For everybody has fallen short of the glory, right? We all have sinned. We all repent. You always got to repent to the Most High when you mess up. But give God the glory and give yourself an applaud when you don't fall for the temptation, when you beat it because God helped you. Beat those temptations. The ones that you would fall, when you finally escaped it and you beat that temptation because of God helping you, and you being strong enough to get the hell out, give God the applaud. Give God the glory. Pat yourself on the damn shoulder because you did something that not too many people can do. You ran from the temptation of lust. You ran from it. Ooh, it's not easy. But give yourself an applaud when you ran from that. And give God the glory because God is the one who got you out of that. This is why sex is dangerous from a spiritual aspect. Because God made Adam and Eve, right? And he intended when you connect with somebody, you become one flesh with that person. This is why it's dangerous to just be sleeping around. And when you are spiritual, and when you are now understanding this, you look at this from a whole different ballgame. But when you was carnal, asleep, you was out here just sticking it in on whoever looked good to you, and you was like, bum, 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 collecting body after body after body, not knowing who this person is or was. You just did a little small connection here and there with this person, but you wasn't spiritual to know if this person had a whole bunch of different bodies, altars and all this stuff. No. You see, when you carnal and when you thinking with the flesh asleep plugged in, you just looking at the outer appearance and you just sleeping with whoever. But when you become spiritual and when the Most High removes the veil from your eyes and you unplug from the matrix and you now starting to see niggas' faces start changing into demons and you start seeing things, demons, and when you start looking at these girls out here and they looking like they look good in their body, but then when you see and when that eye is open and you see these niggas' faces start changing to demons and they looking good, ooh, you hear the music on cue? Now you're gonna hold off, you're gonna back off real quick, because now you spiritual, now you seeing things. And then when the Most High gives you discernment, you're gonna see things. And this is why it is dangerous to be lusting. This is why it's dangerous to just be sleeping with anybody, for the simple fact that for women is worse than for men. And the reason why is because when women sleep with men, and a lot of women ain't gonna tell you their exact body count. They're not. And shout out to those who do keep it real. Shout out to the women who do keep it real and say their body count and are changing and being celibate and changing their ways. But you hear the North campaign right on cue? Shout out to those. But a lot of women are not gonna tell you their actual body count. And the dangerous thing for these women is when they sleep with a man, not so much the men, when it's dangerous for men too, but with women, when they sleep with a guy, they get a piece of that man. So if these women is just sleeping around, these women is getting pieces of each man that they are with. Literally. And then if you start sleeping with this woman, sleeping around, thinking she look good and all that, you are now opening doors to whatever she's going through, unhealed trauma, because you becoming one flesh with somebody, yo. That's as real as it gets. Now you start thinking like this person, always want to be around this person. This is why it's hard to get rid of somebody, especially if it's ungodly. It's not easy to get rid of, like, to get rid of somebody, because soul ties are real. Soul connections are real, especially when it's ungodly and God was not involved. Oh, so check this out. When a woman sleeps with a guy, she gets a piece of that man. And they're not going to tell you their body count. So if this woman has more than 10, 15, and man, we don't even, the modern woman nowadays, the woman with the OnlyFans out here, you see how these girls are promoting themselves now? They have no shame. You see how they promoting themselves? You can, these women and people, they just doing quickies out here. They doing, for the video, a quickie. Just that little quickie alone, you're connecting a soul tie with people, yo. Soul ties. Then you don't even know what this person is about. And because of you sleeping with this person, and this person got 10 and 15 bodies, unhealed, now you are connecting with this woman, but you are now also connecting with the 15, 20, or even plus more bodies and souls that woman has. That's as dangerous as it gets, especially for the carnal, yo. If you carnal, you better get spiritual. You better get with the Most High. You better repent. You better turn to Him so He can open the veil from your eyes. Because when He opens the veil from your eyes, and when you begin to see, and when you start seeing these niggas' faces start changing out here to demons, now you ain't looking so much out here at the outer appearance. Now you spiritual. Now you like, hold up, wait a minute. There's shapeshifters out here. There's demons out here. There's demons in people. And they looking like people too. Hold up. You ain't just going to be sticking your thing in just anybody. No way. Nah. You ain't going to do that. And then on top of that, if you carnal and you just talking to this girl thinking, you know what I'm saying, you going to sleep around, you don't even know if this woman is a witch. Or lady, you don't even know if that man is a warlock. You don't even know if they got their little secret altar, their little prayers. Now they doing spells on you to have you all attached to them. Not only that, you out here sleeping with somebody, not even being spiritual. Now you fall off. This woman or that man just did a spell and a curse on you. That's as real as it gets. And you out here just sleeping around. Bro, you just can't be sleeping out here with just anybody. You just cannot. It's dangerous. This is why God be telling you, flee from sexual immorality. Yes, God created sex. Sex is great. Yes, we know that. But they know that men is a slave to their lust, which is why they attack you men with that lust. They attack you with the lust. I'm talking about, it's hard out here. I know. Take it from me. I know. I struggled with that. Sometimes I still do. Yo, temptation be hitting me. Yo, women is beautiful, yes. And a lot of them don't gotta do what they do out here to show their curves. Yo, women is beautiful. Let me tell you, from head to toe, the curves, yes, you are. You're beautiful. God created you like that. And we ain't talking, y'all don't have to do all that BBLs and all that stuff. You know, I get it. Y'all want to do extra things. You don't really have to, but yo, God created you the way you are. God knew what He was doing when He designed y'all women. All right. And this is why they know how to attack the men with lust. That's why men, y'all be getting hit with that lust a lot, because they know men is a slave to their lust. And when you are on semen retention, you are part of that 1%, man. It's rare. You are that rare person that is holding on. You know how hard it is? Do you know how hard it is to actually not, like, to avoid the websites? have girls come to you and flirt with you, but you can see right away that it's a succubus and a Jezebel, and you know that this girl look good, like this is what you like, but you like, hold up, wait a minute, I see this spirit. I'm out. I'm leaving. You know how strong that is, bro? For you to do that? And it's harder because when you are on semen retention, they come to you, bro. I'm telling you, they come to you. They come to you. The women come to you. They flip their hair. It's in a ponytail. They're gonna take the ponytail out and stop letting their hair be long around you. They're gonna bend over in front of you. They're gonna put the fragrances to, you know what I'm saying, to get you, like to look at her. They're gonna do things. They're gonna talk sexual around you. Yo, I'm telling you, lust is crazy. It's crazy. Soul ties are real. It's real. This is why it's hard to get rid of somebody when y'all break up. That's why it's not easy. It's not. Especially when it's ungodly. And it don't even matter if that ex of yours, if they moved on with a different person or that, they still gonna have a piece of you, a party. They're gonna be thinking about you. It's just why it's hard. That's why you just can't be sleeping with nobody. But I'm here to tell you that Yeshua HaMashiach is the only one who can deliver you from that, save you from that, yeah. And it's like, yo, what you want to do is, first off, if you feel like if you're in a soul tie with somebody, the right thing to do, delete all the pictures. Delete all the pictures. Block the number. Block the social media. Like get it away. Right? Don't wish them bad, but just get away. Fast. I'm talking about start fasting and let God start to deliver you from that, to break the soul tie, to break that demon. Because when it's ungodly, you're sharing things with somebody. Like they are a part of you. That's where you start thinking about them. Man, yo, this is why they do sex magic on you and all this stuff. That's why it's dangerous. Especially if you're not spiritual, you over here thinking that this girl look good, you go to her crib. And next thing you know, you eating her spaghetti and anything with sauce in it. And next thing you know, it's the period blood and the spaghetti. It's the period blood and the food with the sauce. Not only the spaghetti, but we know about that. But they could put it in the chicken sauce. Anything with sauce, they could put their period blood, sneak it in there. Mix it with your sperm and go to a witch doctor or do the work themselves to cast a spell on you. Take a piece of your item, your clothing, cast a spell on you. Have pictures together, but put your picture on a shrine somewhere and pray to keep you all attached. That's how serious as it gets. And this is why you just can't be sleeping around. This is why the Most High tells you to flee from the fornication. Flee from sexual immorality. Flee. Especially if the person ain't spiritual like you. Especially if the person doesn't have the same interests like you. Especially if the person doesn't know God, doesn't want to know God, ain't God-fearing, ain't spiritual. Get away. If there is no connection and no match, get away. It's real. Soul ties are real. And all these women out here is just sleeping with anybody's OnlyFans up. They are sleeping around with just anybody. They're creating multiple soul ties. And if you start sleeping with any of these women, because you over here, you can't control yourself. Now you involved with a chick. You just opened up a soul contract with this woman. Now you became a part of her. And whatever she's going through, whatever trauma she has, whatever she's unhealed, now you have a piece of that. Now you're wondering why you mad. Now, even if the woman ain't with you, she could be somewhere else, but you're going to feel her. When she's thinking about you, or if she's mad, or if something's happening over there, you're going to feel it too. Then you're wondering why you mad. Or why you start feeling certain things and this person ain't even around you. Yeah, soul ties is real, my nigga. You made a soul connection with somebody. Yeah. And next thing you know, you out here sleeping with a witch, don't even know she a witch. And now you wondering why the hell you can't leave her, or why you always thinking about her, and you want to leave but you can't leave. Yeah, because they cast a spell on you, my nigga. But you so carnal and you a slave to your lust that you just did it, and now you having all this stuff going in your life. It's real. That's just what I'm telling y'all. Y'all better get spiritual. Stop being carnal. Get spiritual. Trust in the Most High. Stay with the Most High. Be spiritual, man. Don't just be sleeping with anybody. I don't care if this chick look good from head to toe. I don't care if she got a voluptuous body. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. But I don't care. Stop looking from the outer appearance, man. When you spiritual and your discernment, yo, you're gonna start looking more at the spirit than the outside. Cause she could look good or he could look good from the outside, but inside is polluted, bro. It's a whole bunch of soul ties, it's unhealed, it's so much demons. It's as real as it gets. That's as real as it gets. So give God the glory. Give yourself an applause too for escaping temptation when it hits you. Yes. Give God the glory. Because when you become spiritual, and when God gives you the discernment, this is why a succubus hates and loves spiritual men. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, and a Jezebel too. Succubus hates and loves us spiritual men. And the reason why they hate you spiritual men, especially when you have the discernment, the reason why they hate you is because you, off the rip and right away, can spot and see them from a mile away. Even when they're next to you, you can see. Because I told you, when the Most High is with you, when he removes the veil from your eyes, when your discernment kicks in, all the gang stalkers, monitoring spirits, demons, they talk the same, they do what they do. You will see people's faces change, they'll get bothered, and that's what they do too. It don't matter if it's a man or a woman. When a demon is in a person, when they're operating in the dark, and on a low vibration, they're gonna get bothered by you. They all do the same thing. All of them. Even if it's your family, even if it's associates, even if it's strangers, even people in church. You step into a church, you're gonna see the agents in the church. They all gonna do the same thing in the church. That's how demons get bothered. And that's why succubus hate spiritual men. Because they know that you can see them off the rip, and they can't do what they really want to do to you. And the reason why they love you is because your energy and your aura, especially when you want semen retention, is so high. It's that energy, yo, it's high. And they love to drain the energy. This is why carnal men, you are the perfect target for these spiritual witches and these succubus and warlock. Yo, I'm telling you, they love y'all. Those of y'all who's carnal, who's not spiritual, they love y'all. Then you wondering why your stuff is going, it's a mess, or you have so much drama in order. It's spiritual, yo. You made a soul tie, don't even know you made a soul tie. You in cahoots with a witch or a warlock, you don't even know, because you're not spiritual, you don't believe in that. But it's as real as it gets. You better wake up. But that's why succubus love y'all, because y'all energy is high. The incubus love y'all ladies because y'all energy's high. You celibate. They love y'all, but they hate y'all because you can spot them. You can spot a witch and a warlock. You can spot them. They all do the same tactic. This is why the gang stalking tactics that I told you what they do, the coffin, the hats, the ear touch. That's how demons speak, and when it's in somebody, and they all do the same thing. And then their faces get bothered. They get bothered by your light, so you can see who is who when you're spiritual. That's why they don't like spiritual people, because you can see. But they still, even though they don't like you, they still latch on to you and want to be around you because your energy. They want that. They want a piece of that. I'm telling you, man. That's why you just can't be sleeping with anybody, man. And the only way y'all could break the soul ties, if y'all in a soul tie right now, the best thing to do is pray to the Most High and fast. Fasting will help you get the deliverance, and the Most High too. But it will help you to to deliver that spirit that's latched onto you. This is why you find yourself having dreams of the person. This is why you think about this person a lot. Yeah, throw out everything that is everything that is a piece of this person that left behind. It don't matter, objects, items. And that's another thing too about the thing too. They give you items and they could pray on it and curse on that, curse it too. Throw it out, man. Y'all just can't be sleeping out here with just anybody. You can't. You can't. Run away, yo. Run. Run. Whew. Because women, they are spiritual, bro. It's like they can feel your sexual energy. They can. That's why you get hit with temptation all the time. That's why that's why they know that we are a slave to the lust. They know. They know. But when you are able to fight it, and when you're on that seam of attention, give God the glory and give yourself an applaud, yo. Especially when temptation comes knocking on your door again, and when they flirt with you and you got away from that and you ain't giving them attention, or even if you was talking to somebody here and there, but then you caught on to it and was like, wait, hold up a sec. This is a succubus. This is a Jezebel, right? And when you just walk away or just stop texting, give yourself an applaud and give God the glory. Whew. I'm telling you, you do not want to just be sleeping around with just anybody, yo. Be with somebody who, like the Most High got somebody for you, but be with somebody like, and I know it's not only about the sex too, man. Be with people who can vibe with you, who's spiritual like you, who's on the same level like you, who got the same interests like you. But and it's like, it's when you are too aware. When you are too aware, you're gonna see the agents from a mile away. So it's kind of hard for somebody to approach you. Like you're gonna have those who will approach you. Like you're gonna see it. Some people will approach you to talk to you, and you will look at them and be like, okay, this person, they ain't an agent. Because even when people give you the fake smile, because you can see them from a mile, they give you the fake smile, right? And then they smile at you. And then when they look away, you see that face change. Evil, and bothered. It's like they stared at you and forced it. Because some demons, remember there's rankings in the spiritual. So some demons, they can look at you. They can for a little bit, and then they look away. Because the energy, the light, and all that could be somebody. But there's some who could look at you, but not that long, but they can look at you, and then they look away. And then there's some who's lower that they look away. And then a lot of people, because they're on the websites, because they're fornicating, because they're sleeping around, they can't look you in the eye. They can't. And this is what happens when people's on the websites a lot. It will give you anxiety. You don't want to talk to people. You can't even look at people in the face. You know what I'm saying? You're looking away. A lot of people can't make eye contact with you. You can make eye contact with people, but a lot of them, they can't look at you. They can't. So just think about that before you decide to sleep with somebody. All right, ladies? All right, men? Kings, queens? Think about that. That you looking at somebody from the outside. But if you really wanted those spiritual eyes to open, and it's like, if only you could see how it is in the spiritual, you would see how many demons and legions is attached to that person, and how many soul ties and how many people is in them. It's like, oh, they got a piece of each person, man. And they out here like they didn't get delivered. They didn't get free from that. And they just got connection after connection after connection. This is why they out here. A lot of people are out here miserable and have so much drama. Because they got a piece of that, a piece of the partner. That's why you see people with miserable hair, because they got a piece of each partner that they have slept with. And it's still latched onto them, in them, and they got a whole bunch of personalities from a whole bunch of different bodies. And always think about that, kings, that when a lady sleeps with a man, and if she's sleeping around out here, she gets a part of that man. So think about that. If she want to be quickie out here and just sleep around, you see how it is right now with these modern women, how they be talking out here, even with the short feeds and these videos on social media, what they do, the stuff that come out of their mouth and what they say. That it's just like, man, and then when you see this, you just feel bad, because you go, damn, man, you don't even know what you're doing to your body, to your soul, to your spirit. You don't even know what you're doing. You out here talking this, talking reckless, talking nasty, and it's like, it's, man, it's like, yeah, I know the temptation hits you, but it's when you want semen retention and when y'all celibate and when you avoiding things, it's like certain things begin to turn, like, it's like certain conversations that you hear from people, you just be like, it don't, you be like, it don't do you nothing. Like, you like, I can't, I can't, you know? But yeah, man, this is why God told you to flee. And then a lot of y'all go on the websites. The website alone, not only are you opening doors, but you are creating soul ties with the people that you're seeing on the internet, y'all. And those of y'all who subscribing to these people's OnlyFans, you, without you realizing, you're creating a soul tie, a soul connection with that person on the end of the screen. Why you think these people know who these porn stars' names is, or who these OnlyFans names are, who they know about their life, their scenes, and they're always obsessed with these people, and they always want to see what they do, and always constantly going back to their videos and going back. You made a soul tie with that person. You made a soul connection. Beep, beep, beep. You see, it's the truth. You made a soul connection with that person on the other end of that screen. That's as real as it gets. People are making soul ties with people who they see on the porn sites and those who they follow on OnlyFans. So it's not only you physically talking to a girl out here in the street, or you talking to a man out here in the street and catching them and sleeping with them that way too, but you watching the websites and you're creating soul ties too. And the only way who could deliver you from that is Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ. He's the only one who could deliver you from that. And the best way to get rid of that is fast. Fasting is the way to break bondages, strongholds. Yo, when you fast, you feel so light. It's a different feeling when you fast. And yeah, those first day, the second day, third day, yes, you might get a little, but I guarantee you, and I promise you that once those third day or the fourth day goes by and you decide to still continue fasting, you ain't gonna feel that no more. It's a whole different ball game. It's a whole different ball game. And then when you want semen retention, celibate, and you're fasting, your aura, what you think, Dragon Balls, you don't be telling you nothing? When those people be Super Saiyan, God mode? Telling y'all. So be careful. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. Because sex is good. Trust me. Yo, take it from me. I was a slave to my lust. I was having women here and there. I was flirting. I was hollering. I took them back to the crib. I went to their crib. We went to hotels. I was going in. I was going crazy. chick after chick. You look good. We vibed. But the way how the vibe was is the low energy. Yo, you smoke, you drink, you listen to music, that kind of stuff like that. I wasn't even spiritual at the time. I was still asleep. But you was thick, you look good. You smoke like me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you a vibe? Come on, let's chill. Bang. And we got it in. I didn't even know that I was creating soul ties. And it was the Most High who got me free from that. Yeah, I already saw the video that I did when I told you that I fell back into it with a Jezebel and how bad it got. That's why you can't play with that, man. I was a slave to my lust, and Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ, freed me from that. I was a slave to the sights too. Not even knowing that I had doors open and opening doors. I got introduced to porn at a young age. At a young age. By somebody that I know. That introduced it to me. And when I wasn't spiritual, that's when the door opened. See, when I was little at the time, they will cover your eyes. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to certain scenes, you'd be like, yo, you trying to peek, right? But it was movies. Movies, they be showing like the little softcore stuff. But no, when I was young, I got introduced to the hardcore, where I saw what I had between my legs insert in what a woman had. So that was the first time I saw how that looked like. And I was like, what the? I didn't know they made stuff like this. Here I am, a young kid, introduced to that. Not knowing that I still asleep, but not knowing about the spiritual, not knowing about how doors open, not knowing demons and all this. There it was right there where the door was open. And there was the demons coming in. I ain't know nothing about a succubus, incubus, Jezebel, seducing spirits, witches. I ain't know nothing about this spiritual stuff that I know now because of God. And I'm still learning as I walk this, because I ain't better than the next person. I ain't better than nobody. I'm just like y'all, watching on the other end of on the screen, still battling temptation, still struggling, still fighting, still putting God first. I ain't better than nobody. Nor am I even trying to be. I don't even walk with my head up high. Nah. I ain't better than the next man or the next woman. I'm just letting you know about my experiences and what God shows me and what He allows me to see, to let you know about how real this is, to avoid that. And take it from me, I was sleeping with everything. Yeah, I was a dog out here. I was a dog out here. I was sleeping with married women. I was sleeping with girls who had boyfriends. And then, of course, those who were single, but I did it all. I had older women come on to me when I was young. I had it all, man. Not only was I going after the women, I had women approach me and come on to me too. Older, same age, like they came on to me too. But I was a slave, man. And I had a whole bunch of soul ties. I had a whole bunch unhealed. Then I was wondering why I was going through what I was going through. You know? But what started that was the first heartbreak that I received. I got my heart broke first. I got played first. Which then made me say, F it. And just started just screwing around, like just working, making the money and going out and just sleeping around with whoever looked good to me, not caring. And was like, yo, you look good. We gonna smoke, we gonna drink, we gonna vibe. And we gonna do what we do, and I don't care. You keep it moving. That's as real as it was, man. And I was a slave to that, and I'm here to tell y'all that Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ, freed me from that lust. And freed me from the sights. And this is why I told you that when I fell back with the Jezebel, that it got worse. But the battle, I had to get delivered, but the battle was worse. For all has fallen short. We all sin. And the person who says they don't sin, there's no truth in them, because we all sin. Don't let nobody ever in this world try to gaslight you or tell you I do not sin or never sinned. They are a liar. We all have sinned. Even those who got saved, sinned, fell short, and got delivered by repentance and by God. Because He's the only one who can deliver you from what you're going through. He's the only one who can heal you. He's the only one who can save you. He's the only one. Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ. He's the only one. He's the way, the truth, and the life. Nobody gets to the Father except through Him. So this is what I'm telling you now. The dangers of sex and lust. Being that I can see these people's face, the shapeshifters, the people's faces changing, the glitches, the witch. I'm like, yo, what the hell? And then I told you about the spaghetti voodoo when I got involved with somebody and they did what they did. It's real out here. So those of y'all who ain't spiritual, y'all better get spiritual. Because it's real out here. Don't just be sleeping around with just anybody. Test the spirit and make sure that they match your energy. You would know who's for you, who's not for you. Because God got people for you, But you would know. Because a demon, when they are bothered by you, when it's a demon and a low vibrational person, they're going to fidget around you. They're going to make faces. Some of them, the narcissist demons, are going to do things to try to get attention but you're going to see it off the rip because they're not going to act right. But this is what I'm telling y'all. Soul ties is real. And when you are out here making soul ties with people who is not godly, like you got to just make sure that this, man. Whew. Just don't be sticking your thing in just anything, yo. Just don't. And do your best to stay off the website. Because I'm telling you, man, when you want seam of attention, it's like God mode, man. God mode. Seriously. And this is why you see people, this is why your energy could be felt. Especially when you want seam of attention. This is why you see men even get jealous of you too. But remember, this is not, it's more spiritual than physical. So don't take it personal when people start acting a certain way to you. It's because it's spiritual. It's the light they see in you. They don't like that. It bothers them. Or sometimes there's people who's attracted to them because they on your level too. The way your energy is, there are people around you and all that. Your energy matches with other people's energies too. And then the ones who are low, they're not gonna like that. So think about that. You see that girl, she look good. I'm talking about good. But when you see that spiritual, when your eyes is open, you be like, what? When you see that face change, you be like, whoa. And trust me, I've seen it. I've seen women's faces change to a demon. I've seen girls who came up to me, who talked, and I'm looking at them, and when I look away for a little bit, that face is beginning to change. And then when I look back at them again, because they say something to try to be in the conversation, it's a normal face. But when I looked away, I saw that demon, and I'm like, whoo, if only I could see the spiritual, how you really, really look. It's crazy. But yeah, man. Run away from the lust. Run away from it. And if you start finding yourself, what I notice about what the social media does is they know what you start thinking, or they start to throw temptation your way. Because when you go on the reels, all of a sudden they start showing women, thick women, bodies, and they start doing certain things. And I'm like, wait a minute, why is this all of a sudden coming on my feed? Like, what the hell? And then it's starting to be all temptation starting to kick in, and women are starting to do things. And men, watch out for the succubus, because the women who be always sticking out their tongue, the women who be sticking out their tongues, or the woman who's always playing with their tongue and doing certain things, that's a succubus. It's a Jezebel. And the interesting thing is, some of these girls, their titles be having scripture, and they be having Christian things on it, or stuff of God, but When you look at their reels and their videos, all with their tongue sticking out and doing all nasty things, yeah, that's a Jezebel spirit. Jezebel succubus. A Jezebel spirit acts like they with God, but they're not. They try to be their own God. I'm telling you. It's as real as it gets. But this is why succubus and Jezebels and all that, they don't like spiritual men. And the incubus too, ladies. They don't like spiritual women because they know that y'all can see them. But they're always going to want to be around y'all because of your energy. So keep away from that, man. Save yourself the headache. Save yourself the, like, yo, it's like, it feels good when you escape and break the soul tie. And it feels good to be in your own peace. I just got away from one just now. One of them tried to talk to me, but they were talking to somebody else. And I told y'all, God will allow you. God will allow you to see people's true intentions. When you have the discernment, you're going to see people's true intentions. It don't matter who they are. They're going to show you the true intentions, who they hang around with, who are they handling. You're going to see the people who's in their circle. God will allow you to see that. And that's, I just escaped one today. Before I even made this video, one of them was just talking to somebody, talking, flirting. And then when their conversation finished, the person came to me and tried to talk and all that. And I was like, okay, the temptation. I already started to feel it. And the person was already drinking. And they were already, so I was like, okay, that's not even you talking to me. That's not even you right now. Because it's a spirit. When you drink, you open doors to spirits. So it was like, whoa, hold up a sec. And I felt it in my spirit. I was like, okay, this was a test. This was a temptation. I was like, nah. They were like, can I talk to you? And they were all a little drunk. And I was like, nah, I'm listening to some music right now. But it was like, I ain't gonna lie. The temptation, and I felt like saying, yeah, come on. Because, I was like, when you're a man, you get in the mood. But you gotta like, woof. This is why God said, flee, flee, flee. And I already experienced all that. I was like, nah, I don't want the soul tie. I already experienced it going with no. And the temptation came and I was like, no. I was like, nah, I'm listening to some music, man. And then I decided to get up and walk away. And then I saw that the person was texting. And then the person walked away, right? And then I went back outside to take a little walk, but then I saw that this person who was already talking to me started talking to a certain group. But that certain group was already gang stalkers, monitoring spirit. I was like, okay, so that's the spirit talking to other agents, monitoring spirits. Because demons speak to one another. And I was like, God, thank you. So give yourself an applaud when you escape temptation, and give God the glory when you escape it, because not so many people can escape what you escape. It's not easy, but when you can do it, give God the glory. Give God the glory. But it's like, yo, they come at you more, especially when you want seem of attention and when you're trying to maintain. And this is why you get hit with the temptations a lot, because you get hit with lust a lot, yo. You do. Social media, they start teasing you with the lust. When you go outside, man, you see the billboards, it's lustful. You see the women, how they dress, and the men too. You be like, it's not helping, but you got to keep your mind. Yo, lust is everywhere. This is why they know men is a slave to their lust, and that's why they attack y'all with lust. They do. But when you get, when you are away from that, when you abstaining, feel good, man. Give yourself an applaud. Because it's like, you now begin to see certain things different. The conversations when you see all the people around you, when it's all lustful and how they talk, that don't turn you on no more. It don't. And sometimes you get these voices in your head. Remember, temptation Temptation, ladies and gentlemen, is not from God. Always remember that. God does not tempt you. That's the devil. The devil has to tempt you because they want you to open a door. The devil's the only one who tempts you. God does not tempt you. The devil does, the demons, temptation. So always keep that in your mind when you feel that it's a temptation. And it's not only with sex and lust. If you're struggling with something, or you had struggled with a certain addiction in your life and got free from it because God freed you from it. But if it appears in your life again, or somebody's around you and they're doing certain things around you, or a conversation comes up and it's a certain addiction that God freed you from and is now trying to get back to you, or it's around you, think in your head, in your mind, and go, okay, this is temptation. This ain't from God. This is the devil. Submit to God, resist the devil, and he will flee from you, as it is written. Start rebuking, start praying in your mind, ask for a hedge of protection. Yo, just start talking to God in your mind, pray. You're going to start feeling him rush right into you. You're going to feel that breeze. You're going to feel that wind. When you feel that wind, those are angels already encamping around you. Call out to the angels. Call. It's no joke, man. And sex does feel good. It's amazing, I know. And that's why it's hard. When you are the one that is abstaining from it. I know it can be because there's so much temptation, so much women. Like, you see how good they be looking. I know. But it's not worth your soul. It ain't worth your spirit being like, yo, it's not worth the headache, man. This is why, yo, it's like you just can't be sleeping around with anybody. You gotta make sure this person like, you gotta be on the right mindset as me. You gotta be spiritual. You gotta love God. Like, you gotta be God-fearing. You gotta love God. You gotta be spiritual. Chillax, relax. You gotta be on the same page as me, man. But it's like, when you spiritual, you're gonna see who's who. Like, you see who's the succubus. You see who's the Jezebel. You see these demons get bothered, but then they be around you. It's constant, but you see it. You see them. Save yourself the headache. Save yourself the headache, man. The right people will come to you, and they are for you. They're out there, and they will align with you. The right ones. So just be patient. Just chill, relax. You know? Man. Again, you gotta give God the glory. Give him an applaud. Give him a praise. And give yourself an applaud and pat yourself that you escaped temptation. Pat yourself that you got free from the porn sites. Tap yourself that when temptation comes your way, and when these women or men are throwing themselves at you, ladies and men, that you are walking away and that you ain't going how you was, man. Give yourself an applaud. You deserve it. Especially you making the change. You trying to change your life around. You're trying to change your ways. And you know that you just escaped something that you know that you would have just slept around with. Give yourself an applaud that you are seeing changes in your life and making move. Like you want to change. And give yourself an applaud for fighting and winning some of these temptations. Because, you know, you win some battles and you lose some. But give yourself an applaud and give God the glory, y'all. Because not many people can do what you're doing out here. They're struggling and they're falling for that. But give God the glory and give yourself an applause that you are able, and you are that 1%, that small few that is on that seam of attention, being celibate, waiting for the right one, and just waiting patiently, staying focused, doing you, enjoying the spiritual walk, enjoying your nature, enjoying your peace, enjoying the change that you're trying to make, even when temptation is around you, even when negativity is constantly trying to, but give yourself an applaud. Give yourself an applaud. But yeah, man, get away from the lust. Escape the lust. Escape it. Because it's real out here, man. Soul ties is real, and it's not easy to get away, especially when it's ungodly, but it's not easy to get rid of. And again, the only one who could do it is Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ. But you're going to have to fast. And you're going to have to throw away some items, pictures, phone numbers. Like it ain't worth all that, man. It's not worth that trouble. But for those of y'all who is dealing with that and going through stuff that you can't get over somebody, that's what you got to do. If you find yourself not getting over this person, or you have a soul tie with somebody, the best thing for you to do is throw away every item that you have from this person. Block the number, block the social media. And that's only if you're having a hard time getting rid of that person. But you gotta get rid of the items. Because you don't even know if it's cursed or not. You gotta get rid of the item. You gotta pray to the Most High. Pray for him to deliver you. Forgive them. And have them break the contract. Break the soul tie. Break the soul contracts. Break it in Yeshua's name. Fast and get rid of those demons. Because not only that, there's also spirit spouses too. Yeah, that's as deep as it gets, man. There are spirit spouses. And it's not only with the person that you slept with. Okay? Because if you decide to masturbate without watching porn, let's say you want to masturbate, right? And ladies, you want to start playing with yourself. If you ain't even watching no porn, or if you ain't even sleeping with somebody, and you decide to start masturbating, there's a demon that's going to there's a door that's going to be open. There's a demon that's now going to start coming your way. And that demon, that demon that is going to be there watching you is now your spouse. And this is why sex demons is real. And this is why when you start to free yourself from it, now you start getting attacked in your dreams by sex demons. Because if they can't get you in the physical, they're going to get you in the spiritual. And especially when you're fresh off, when you start to see of attention, and when you now beginning to start fighting this lust, oh, they're going to attack you in your dreams too, because they don't want to get rid of you. Spirit spouses are real. There are demons that you are coming in agreement with. And that demon is going to constantly be around you. That's a spirit spouse. And you got to break that. And the only one who could do it is Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ. He's the only one. He's the way, the truth, and the life. He's the only one that could deliver you from your problems, from your sicknesses, from everything and anything you go through. He's the only one. The only one. And again, fasting is the easiest and the best way to break strongholds, bondages, demons, get yourself delivered, is by fasting. And also when you get a closer connection with God with fasting, and also if you want a prayer to be answered right away, fasting does that too. Because you're sacrificing things in your body for God, and it's also getting you closer to God. Yeah. And let me tell you something. The more you fast, the longer you go, the more your eyes will open more into the spiritual. And yeah, you're going to start seeing those niggas' faces like literally change. For sure. But yeah, man. That's as real as it gets. And if I can't find this picture, then I'm just going to leave the video as it is with my face probably on the picture. But there's a picture that I have there. And it's a woman right? Let me see if I could find it so I could put it there for this title. And if I can't, then I'm just gonna leave it like this. Whatever picture of mine comes up in the video. But this picture that I have in the gallery, I don't know if I deleted it, but I hope I didn't so I could put it. Is this woman? She's in panties, but in front of her is a whole bunch of demons and souls. Like it's like trying to grab her, and that's what soul ties look like. That's exactly what it looks like for women. Yeah, and men too, because you get a piece of her emotion. You get a piece of her. You get a piece of this woman's emotion, man. You get a piece of her emotion, and all the men that she slept with, because you don't know how many bodies she got, but all the men that she slept with, you start getting those men's feelings and attachments too, because whatever came with her when she came to you, whatever is with her, she brought that with you too. Those doors are open. You became one flesh with this woman. So if she's unhealed and if she got bodies, whatever came with that woman is latching on to you too. And then you're going to have all of that